Yeah, I changed it down to 720p. I changed some of the settings. Let's see how long before I violate YouTube's policy again. Those bastards. Yikes. Told you I bought another new camera this week. Got too many cameras, I don't use them. I bought the Insta360. I bought an older one, the Insta, not the RS, not the new RS, but the R. Yeah, it was a good price. For Japan, it was a good price. Things are bizarre here sometimes. I mean, the cost of living is pretty good here compared to the States right now with all the inflation crap that's going there. But the yen to the dollar is pretty shitty. And then but like some goods and services are still okay here. It's not so bad yet. Okay, that has live. What has live? What did I say? What has live? All right, the screen's I'm gonna try again. The screen's gonna go a little blank for a second, but be patient. I'm gonna just do it in one place and see what happens here. All right, copied it. There we go. I'm not gonna. I think it has live, but I haven't played with that. I thought of that also instead of the Osmo. I wanted to do the Osmo. The Osmo's picture is just so good. But I think the Insta would be so cool. Now, supposedly with Prism here, you're supposed to be able to, like, if I wanted to share another screen connected to the Mimo app to my camera, that's like a hack that you can share your screen. DJI Osmo. So that was like another hack I heard about, because it's Prism, so you can do a screen share. View screen full. I'm afraid to see what's on this other screen. That's probably for inside this app. Use live status indicator. Yeah, I have the live status indicator on here. That was weird. It's saying it's manual focus, but I set it as auto before. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Let's see. I'm gonna stay here about another 10 or 15 minutes and see what happens. If a few people come in, I'll talk with them, see what's going on. So, Shibuya, Shinjuku. My friend Johnny, he's Korean, so I was thinking Shinokubo, Korean town, because at least he could talk to some of the people in Korean and ask questions and get some viewpoints of Koreans. I get UI if I get screen share. Not sure I follow. I wonder if YouTube saw me drink that soda, that adult drink, and shut me down because of that. I don't know. I heard they have some. I'm thinking, I know Johnny lives in Kanagawa now. He lives probably not too far. Yeah, I was thinking Yokohama. That'd be a cool backdrop to have the big Ferris wheel in the back or something like that. It's going to be in the evening, that's for sure. And it's probably only going to be about an hour, maybe 2 hours. I used to work over in Yokohama when I was teaching. I used to work the building right next to Landmark Tower. I was teaching business, adult business English. That place was weird. It was weird. Now I just teach the kiddos online. So I'm pretty much work from home every day. It's pretty cool. I do about 6 hours of online teaching. Yeah, I saw that he went over the fireworks. I heard that about, let's see, last Sunday they had fireworks, like, because I live right by the river here, the Tamagawa River, and every year before COVID, they have two fireworks shows right here along the river, and one is on the Tokyo side and one is considered the Kawasaki side. And from my house right over there, I live on the 7th floor, which is the top floor. We can look out. We put everybody on the top floor. We put out chairs and we sit out there, drink, talk to the neighbors. It's different because most Japanese are not as social like that, but it's kind of cool. Oh, the one in Futako is canceled. Lightweights. It's so lightweight. I mean, number one, this latest strain of the COVID, yeah, everybody's getting it, but nothing's happening. I mean, nobody's getting sick. They're calling in saying, yeah, I got COVID, I can't go to work. All right, stay at home for 4 days. You know, it's not even 10 days anymore. Oh, do you mean the Yokohama one? They said it was canceled and it wasn't? Yeah, I think VJ said he got there late, right? Well, from listening to it, it's funny, when I watched one of his live streams, not the last live stream or the one before, but the like three, I think before he went to New York, I watched one of his old live streams, and I heard him on there, and I heard him talking about that Sony camera that he uses for when he's riding and whatnot. And that's an issue I have, because I'm on my scooter and I want to do videos like that. Not necessarily the hyperlapse. I just did that for just to keep a video flowing on my channel. But I wanted to. I did one of my walks. I did the Roppongi Midtown. I did that one with the Osmo strapped up here, but it's weird because it sits so high up on my backstrap pack that, I mean, if I just turn my head, you know, I'm gonna hit the camera, and so it's hard. There's no way to put it lower because my center strap that blocks the thing that goes down here. Did I lose you? Are you still there? It's weird. It says 0 people are here. If you're still there, I'm talking to myself. But the strap thing over here puts the camera like right next to my face, and it's like when I'm walking, so it's annoying to do. And then I carried the phone on the gimbal for Midtown. For Midtown, I carried the gimbal, and that came out really well. I like that, and I got a lot of views on that one. I mean, for little guy channel that I am, but I got a lot of views and messages from friends that it was really nice. The walking through the park and everything, so that was pretty cool. It's nice. It is really cool walking around Tokyo. It's just an amazing place. I mean, and so I try to think of the places that the other guys aren't going to, because I don't know if you've ever talked to Rambalak. That guy is a beast. That guy's a beast, but he's making bank on his YouTube. I mean, he's about, I think he's about 7 or 8 times the size of subscribers as VJ is. I also found another one the other day. This lady, it's called Anna Video Productions, and she shoots in 50 FPS, and she's really good. I say she because it says Anna Video Productions, but she shoots a lot of the old town, and I think she's about the same level as, you're gonna take a cruise over here? Just want to shout out to my mom. Happy birthday, Mom, from Japan. So from a cruise from Hawaii to Japan, or you're flying over and taking a cruise around Japan, one of those cruises? We haven't been on a cruise in a while. I like cruises. They were pretty cool, but it's weird. You go on COVID because they have those damn HEPA filters and such good ventilation systems on there. But then you go on a cruise, sick. Are you going to do the cruise that goes around all around Japan? 19 days. That's a big cruise. That's a long cruise. Holy cow. Man, you have to give me the dates. Give me the dates, and maybe I convince the missus. Maybe we'll take a leg with you. Diamond on diamond of all of them. Oh, on the cruise ships. Yeah, my mom and my stepfather, they used to go on a cruise every year, and he had like. But the thing is that how old are you, Hawaiian? I'm over 50, so. Curious. 4th through 25th of August of 2023. All right. On diamond of them all. Diamond of all of them. 44. All right, you're still a young buck. But anyways, if you remember, let's see, 44, so 11 years. All right, you probably watched it when you were a teenager, but I'm sure you've seen Jaws, right? So the movie Jaws, after the movie Jaws came out, there was a few other kind of like horror-based, ocean-based films that came out, and there was one called The Ocean, I believe it was. And in that, I'm from Miami, Florida, so I know a lot of the boat people, and I was in the Navy, but on that, was it The Ocean? No, The Island. The Island, I think, was the name of the movie. There was a movie called The Island, and in that movie they had a Coast Guard ship that went in and was, I guess, like the whole crew in the movie they all got killed by whatever the thing was on the island or whatever. So they were trying to rescue people, and they all got killed too. But anyways, that ship that they used was the U.S. Coast Guard ship Dauntless, and the captain of that ship happened to be our neighbor when I was living with my stepfather and my mom when I was young. And so he was the captain of that, the Dauntless. When he retired from the Coast Guard, he became head of security for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And so he was buddy-buddy with my stepfather, so they always got great suites and everything on the ship. Yeah, my mom was, one cruise they did, that's probably about 10 or 15 years ago. One cruise they did, they were in the cabin right next to Gloria Estefan, the singer. I don't know if you know who she is, but so it was pretty cool. And they had dinner like with the captain every night, and so yeah, they got a lot of perks knowing Howie. That was his name, Howie. But Howie's wife was a little loony, and her kids. She had a daughter that was not my type at all. Probably not the majority of people's type, but her mom, she was, like I said, she was a little off. Her mom was always telling my mom, "Can you please tell your son not to try to talk to my daughter so much?" And I never tried to talk to her. I didn't know the girl at all. I mean, I was like, "What are you talking about?" It's bizarre. I was like 12 or 13, I think, when that happened. But anyways, it's weird. It says there's nobody here, but you're still here. How is that working? Is it cutting the video or something like that, or what is it doing? Because I've got right now my stats. Or you know how to hide yourself on YouTube, anonymous. You must be in as anonymous or something. I got 30 frames per second, 2,500 kbps. My battery's almost charged. I brought my battery with me. Yeah, it's a good 15 minutes out here. Man, I'm a little sad that Johnny couldn't get on. I'm like, Johnny, come on, Johnny. Hold on, let me send Johnny the link one last time. Lame. Johnny, I'm gonna get you. There he is. It's working. Say something in chat when you do. All right, that wasn't bad. I don't think that one was bad, was it? sent the message that time. It seems like it worked pretty good. Yeah, I used to smoke cigars. I stopped. The wife hated it. Sometimes you got to give in, but I really like cigars. But and I used to come to this park in the middle of the night, sit here for like an hour and a half. Oh, I was still on that time? That's pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna dribble on myself. Well, I did share that time. What did I do? I did share. Oh, I hit more this time instead of. I have 3 options. I've got Facebook, Twitter, copy, and more. And then I did more, and I was able to go directly to Johnny right on the thing. That's cool that I stayed on this time. All right, what are some of the cool things this thing has on it? Let me hit subscribe here. Boom. Hey Hawaiian, please subscribe. I have lots of worthless content. Let's see. Oh, here's some fireworks. Wow, thank you very much. Hey, that's pretty cool. What is this one here? Oh, we can put the goofy faces on. See if you can see my face. Oh, there we go. Oh, it changes my lip color and everything. No way. We don't need that. I could put some borders. What else can you do? Okay. Trending high. Guys, thank God it's Friday. It is Friday here. Oh, it's almost Friday there now, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's already Friday there, right? Well, I don't know where you live, but... Where do you stay in the States? What does this one do? Oh, my live information. I can actually update it right now. You put a thumbnail in there. What thumbnail do I want to put in there? Oh, I got a good thumbnail. A funny thumbnail. There we go. Creepy nuts. Oh, it's 5:40 a.m., dude. You stay up late or you get up this early? Sheesh. Sheesh, that's pretty late. Yeah, when we went to Hawaii, when did I go? 2012? I know I went in 2012. Yeah, about 10 years ago. Stayed at a nice big hotel right in. Got up at 2. Stayed at the, what is that hotel? Marriott? The big one is the Marriott right there on the beach, I think. Man, I had one of the best. They had like a $20 burger in there, and at the time, which was like expensive, but it's probably $30 now with inflation, maybe 40. But that was a really damn good burger. It's one thing I really remember about Hawaii. Sheraton? Was it the Sheraton? Maybe. It's huge. It's next to that famous pink hotel. It's right next to it. It might have been the Sheraton. I think it was the Sheraton. Yeah. I think so. It has a huge pool area with a slide and stuff, and it's right on the beach. And then that was cool. I miss Hawaii. Hawaii is pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like about Hawaii, I'll tell you, is public transportation really sucks. Sorry, I had to say it. Then had to visit Pearl Harbor when we went there, so thanks to my old sailor buddies, my veteran. Yeah. Man, it's a bummer. Hey, dude, I really appreciate you helping me out to test this out. So I think this will work for next week, like when I'm in Shibuya or wherever I'm going to be. I just have to, after this video is done, I have to go check my my data plan. I have a pretty big data plan, but I shrunk it down recently to save money. Cell phones are expensive in Japan, I will tell you that much. But you can switch things around and get some deals every now and then. But if you go with the big companies, they screw you. Screw you. I was paying, I mean, it's probably comparable to the States, but I don't get, in Japan, I don't get it. I don't pay for any cell service because most people in Japan don't call on their phones, like talk to their friends and stuff, unless they're like salarymen, you know. But I don't make any phone calls. Everything's data driven. So, and when I used to smoke my cigars, yeah, it's Wi-Fi. There's free Wi-Fi. There's a lot of free Wi-Fi. A lot of people just don't know about it. You know, when I first came to Japan 11 years ago, there wasn't as much. And you think when you're in the States, it's weird because when you're in the States, you know, Japan is considered like the central hub for technology and stuff like that. And then you go to these places, the big cafe, and they don't have any. That's a little strange, but it's pretty. It's in central Tokyo. There are apparently, like in Shibuya, I think you can get Tokyo Wi-Fi free now, like all over the city and whatnot. So I'll try to connect to that. You know, I was thinking though, if I do go to Shibuya or whatever, to stand around a convenience store which has good lighting. Lots of people come in to buy stuff, and people like to hang out in front of convenies. Happens all the time. You can get refills on your drinks. You can meet new people. I mean, this seems like a pretty cool thing. That's what salarymen do. So they get off of work, and if they don't have like a drinking party to go to, they'll go to the local convenience store near their house. They'll go grab a beer, and they'll sit right outside and just drink their beer and look at their phone, play a video game. And then other people will come and they'll just chit chat with each other, and it's like a social thing. It's pretty cool. It happens a lot in Shibuya. You see it a lot. A lot of people are usually standing outside of the convenience. Last week I was in Shibuya, and there was these guys. They had a huge boombox sitting right outside of a convenience store, and they were blaring the music in there. There's like 10 of them just dancing in front of the convenience store. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't my type of music, and yeah, it's kind of annoying, and Japanese people don't really like when they're annoyed. They're very mellow like that in their homes, but it was pretty cool. So yeah, I want to think up some good questions for asking people in Japan. I want to know what people want to ask people in Japan, you know, what they want to know about Japan, and get Johnny on here and see if he can he's a funny guy. He's really funny. He could be funny. He's kind of aloof at times, but I haven't seen Johnny in about 6 or 7 years at least, and we didn't hang out a lot. We had a mutual friend, and the mutual friend was an Australian guy, friend of mine, and he went back to Australia, took his Japanese wife and Japanese children, went to Australia to live over there. He wanted all the free money. He wasn't getting enough free money here, I guess. And then, so me and Johnny met, and then it's a funny story because we got so schnookered one time. We were blitzed, and we were taking a taxi back somewhere, and our mutual friend took a picture of us, and we were out like leaning on each other's shoulder in the back of the taxi. He took a picture of it. That was funny. So anyways, all right, well, listen, it's been 25 minutes. Oh, someone else here, or is that you? Is it finally saying you? Johnny, are you here? Who is that? I think some people just don't know how to chat. As you can see, the park is getting popular. Someone's sitting on the slide talking to their friend. It's pretty cool. No idea what they're saying. That's cool. I don't need to know. I don't care. Let's see. Let me put this on the screen. Down in the park where the Watchmen meet. I was listening to the Foo Fighters do that song the other day. Oh, now it says 2. Is it Johnny? Could it be Johnny? Who is it? Who is the second person on here? Reveal yourself. Well, whoever you are, hello. Good late evening. We got it. We got a second person on here. Bum bum bum. Who is it? Is there any way from your end, Hawaiian, to see other people that are online, or you can't do that on unless they say something? Could be me. I'm watching myself. Holy cow! What am I doing? I have a drink. It's Johnny. Johnny made it. Johnny. Oh, I don't know how to. Hey Johnny, say hi to Hawaiian. He actually is living in Hawaii, so he's Hawaiian. Johnny, you should change your name to Korean. And I'll be American. Then we can just be name yourself after your country. If your country is already represented, put the number after it. Number 1, I'm American number 1. I'm American number 2. I'm Frenchman number 1. Johnny, I was just telling him a moment ago about how we met through a mutual friend who went back to Australia. And then that mutual friend took a picture of us sleeping on each other's shoulders in the back of a taxi because we were so shit-faced drunk. I wonder, do you still have that picture somewhere? Maybe we'll make that my thumbnail for next week. I might have that picture somewhere. That would be funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was just getting ready to shut things down, but if you're here, Johnny, we can chit-chat. So, Hawaiian was the first one here, and since it's me and you going out next week, next Friday, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I thought it was funny. It was really funny. God, we were so drunk that day. We were so drunk. And our mutual friend, he had a habit of like always giving you more alcohol, no matter what. He would always give us more alcohol or spicy food. Invite us over and have the spiciest food you've ever had in the world. So, but his spicy food, what's interesting is that I actually got used to more spicy food because of him. It was weird. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun back then. Those were the days, my first beginning days here. Man, so where Hawaiian, hey Johnny, where Hawaiian is like almost 6 in the morning. You believe that? Almost 6 in the morning. So Johnny, next week, what do you think? So I'm still thinking Shibuya. We hang out in front of a kombini, watch what's going on. Right now, this is just my phone, so it seems like I still don't like super spicy, dude. But you know the what do you call that spice that they put in the Chinese food that like numbs your tongue? Yeah, 6-hour difference. That must mean it's, what time is it here? Yeah, it's about almost 1 here. So Johnny, what's that Chinese togarashi spicy stuff that they put in? I was also thinking, Johnny, that we could go to Shin Okubo, so you could talk to everybody. Talk to some Korean people and see what they think of the Japanese people, America, other things. I'm very political myself, but I'm probably going to try to avoid being too political Hawaiian with my Tokyo scooter guy. I think I'll leave that on that guy in Japan. No, 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 no. You can't. No, I don't want to live stream hot food. And Hawaiian, don't give him any. No, don't give him any suggestions, please. No, 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 no. Johnny, I'm in the park. How's the video, Johnny? How's it look on your side? Is it clear? It's okay? It's a little dark here. I only got one light. I only got this light here. I don't know if we're gonna eat the Hawaiian food. How do I make you a mod, Hawaiian? I'll make you a mod, but I'm not sure how to do it. I think I have to go into YouTube to do that. But I don't think, I mean, this is going on YouTube. I was wondering if there's access to, what do you call it? The super chat stuff? Big Burger I can do. Big Burger I can do. No, I don't want to go. I know it's spicy chicken, your place. It's the same place our friend took us to. I know that. That's like, if you get like ichikara, it was too freaking spicy. And I brought another friend there, and she was able to freaking eat 5 spice. Archery. Is that the name of the place? Archery. I don't. Yeah, we could pretend it's really spicy for me, but I'm gonna get the low. I can handle a little spice, but I can't handle. Yeah, I know it's a little dark. It's a little dark. Let's see if I turn. All right, is that better? I'll turn into the light. Look into the light. It is dark. I'm in a park, Johnny. This is just the iPhone camera being able to show. But if we're gonna be, I have a little light that I can use, but I didn't bring it with me. So I wasn't gonna put that here in the park, because all the people, even though it's late at night, all the people walking by and everything, they'd be like, what's he doing? Why has it got such a bright light there? And then the neighbors back here. Johnny, you know how Japanese people are sometimes. They're a little, don't be me waku. In the park at 1 a.m., yep. Well, there's 2 other guys here. They're walking around talking. Actually, they're talking on their phone like that. Like I said, a lot of people don't do, but they're doing it. But a lot of times, Hawaiian, just so you know, a lot of these guys, what they're doing is they're not talking with cellular data. They're actually talking with, like, maybe they're using Messenger, or they're using Line. Line is really popular here in Japan. It's a line phone call, because then that uses only their data, and it's still a voice call. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. You know, remember, Johnny, when our mutual friend, his other friend from Australia came, did you go with us when we were in, I think it was Ebisu? Yeah, they could be using Skype or Discord. Yeah. I got another channel, Hawaiian, that I put up, and anybody else is watching. Oh, we got a third person. Whoever the third person is, can you say hello? I'm curious to know. I wish it was my mom. It's her birthday. I want to say happy birthday. I could say the happy birthday live, but I don't know. Who dat? Who's on? Who's? Ah, I know who it is. Hello, young lady. It's very dark because I'm in a park and it's near the house, and I only have this light over here. So, all things considered, it's live stream. She sent me a message. Oh, 5 people? 4. Someone else came on. Maybe the one who just came on told her hubby also. I don't know. Who's there? Say hello. Hey, everybody. Scott here. No, I don't think I'm going to die from eating spicy chicken. I mean, my mouth and throat might die for a little while. I don't know. I'm a little averse to the spicy chicken idea. So for all of the whole huge, humongous group of 4 who are here, this is a test live stream for me and my friend Johnny. We're going to do a live stream next week from somewhere in Tokyo. Oh, Johnny, you know what he said? He said we could do Yokohama. You know any good places in Yokohama we could do this? So the 3 places I'm thinking of are Shinjuku. We could go to Nichome and Shinjuku. Mess with people over there. Where am I now? I'm in Kawasaki. You know that. Kawasaki in the park near my house. Didn't I say that? I think I said that. So, down in the park where the Watchmen meet. Who knows that song? There's a convenience store right over there, like in the center of the picture behind that. Not behind the tree, a little more to the right of the tree there. Where am I now? I'm here. Oh. Looks like we lost the stream for a second there. Curious to know how much data I'm using. I have no idea. Probably going over on my data. If I go over on my data, we can't do the live stream next week. Do you have a Wi-Fi hotspot? We're gonna have to find a place with Wi-Fi, Johnny, and just hog all their bandwidth. I'm still here. It's weird, Hawaiian. You got a good connection, but I lost everyone else. I don't know why. I guess I shouldn't depend. Oops. I guess I shouldn't depend on the live count right there. Johnny, I'm in a park near my... Hold on. Johnny. I'm in a park near my house. Not near my horse. Oh, video only mode. Swipe left to show comments. Well, that's weird. It put 0 spaces between. That's weird. It didn't put any spaces, though I've added spaces between my text. Though with no spaces, it's kind of easier to read for Japanese people. It's weird. Something I found out with kids who are learning Japanese or who are learning English. They have a tendency to say the words like a robot. They say, my name is, if they're reading, you know? So if they're reading something, they'll do like that. And you got to teach them sometimes the spaces between the words don't need to be pauses. So, Nichome. Yeah, I know what Nichome is, Johnny. I know what Nichome is. If we go, I think it'd be funny if we go to Nichome. It would be funny. Some weird stuff over there. But it's definitely hopping, you know? It's definitely hopping. Ah, numbers in Prism are false. Ah, so I might have had 200 people here, Hawaiian. Wow, it's pretty cool. Doubtful. Maybe for 100 milliseconds. So where do you think, Johnny? Where do you think? Where do you think? You don't want to do Shinokubo? Come on. That's your area, right? Being Korean and all. I'm just assuming. I'm not trying to say anything negative. So Shinokubo is like, I guess it's considered like the Korean town, Hawaiian. So that's weird. Oh, so Hawaiian, you did say Super Chat is there? Wonder how I can figure out how to access that all while I'm on. I could bring my iPad along and do that. That's pretty cool. So people can give to a good cause. Not me, but people can give to a good cause. So if anybody's interested, I only reinvest the money in buying better cameras and equipment that I can't figure out how to use. So it's a worthwhile cause, though. Trust me. Oh, I need 500 live minutes? Ah. I should just go hook this live up to my computer and sit down and chit chat with myself. 500 live minutes. Okay, cool. It's cool to know. So 500 live minutes. How can I get 500 live minutes in a week? So this is why that's interesting to know. That I guess that's probably why when you see people who do live streams, 40 hours minimum, I think. Okay. Well, I think it's interesting because like VJ and Johnny, if you hear the letters VJ, we're talking about Virtual Japan. He's Hawaiian. I think Hawaiian's a mod on his Discord channel. He's a YouTuber that does these fantastic walks through Tokyo and whatnot. Who inspired me to do the same? Yeah. So I mean, I really respect VJ. He has no idea. I know he has no idea who I am. I mean, I pop in the room there. I'm in the room. I have that other name, Milton Banana. But in Discord, I found out Hawaiian. I'm still logged in on my phone under Milton Banana, but I created a server for another channel that I'm working on, and nobody's there yet, but with the hope. Yeah, maybe the locals will report what? What will they report, Johnny? Chat up in the top up here. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, they just redid this park here about, I don't know, within the last year. They rebuilt this park. I guess during COVID it was easy to get the construction done, and they added the rental bikes way over there under the light to the right, and this guy just checked out a bike. They have those electric powered bikes. VJ is a guy who does walks through Tokyo and all over the world. Actually, he goes to many other places, and he posts his videos of walking. He doesn't say anything. These nice videos of walking, like I've done on YouTube, Johnny. And Hawaiian VJ has a Discord channel where all of his subscribers and supporters and friends, family, whoever are on there. And Hawaiian is one of the mods on there, so he has a lot of access to things and can kick people off and stuff like that. So Hawaiian's definitely going to be a mod on my Discord. Cool, Hawaiian, you okay with that? No, I don't think the locals are going to report Super Chat. Johnny, I don't know what you're talking about. See, Hawaiian, this is why Johnny's going to be fun live. Johnny says some funny stuff. Johnny, you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. Yeah, so Hawaiian and whoever else is here, Johnny, I have another YouTube channel, and it's called Tokyo Top 10. And the goal on that channel is to get like as many top 10 things as I can about Tokyo on there. And the other good thing about Tokyo Top 10 is that the domain name tokyotop10.com is mine. So I'm building the site for it, but I started posting I posted 2 shorts on it last week. Very simple. Yeah, Top 10 Tokyo Top 10 is really a good domain name, and I hope to get some traction with it. But I'm building it up while I'm doing all this other stuff. So like I said, I do my English lessons every day. I'm also an admin for the company I work for. I'm one of the administrators, managers, whatever you want to call it, of like a group of close to 300 teachers. And so I have a few meetings every week, and then I teach about 5 or 6 hours, and that's my current income, and it's okay. But I want to do this in the time that I have free. I want to work on Tokyo Scooter Guy. I want to do the Tokyo Top 10. So something, in Japan, the retirement age is 60 for most people. They can continue working after 60 if they want, for about 5 years, I think it is, but they get a huge pay cut. They wind up getting paid the same rate as like beginning employees, but it's still pay, and I think it's supplemented by their pension, part of their pension, I think. I'm not sure, but their pension is not as big after working for a long time, and wifey's going to retire soon, and I'm 55 and trying to get a job like in the real world, so to speak, other than the online teaching that I do, is very difficult. So to go about 5 years out from retirement for me to start something like this, I think is pretty cool. I think the Tokyo Top 10 is going to work well. I have a third website also, englishmenus.net, which is going to be Japanese. It's live right now if you want to go check it out. Hawaiian, englishmenus.net. And we're still working on that website as it's live. It's kind of cool, but I'll type that in here. Boom, 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 boom. So I have these domain names. englishmenus.net. .com is taken and nobody's using it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. I was thinking about doing that, being able to go to these concerts and stuff. I'm a drummer. I play bass guitar. Yeah. englishmenus.net is the one, and then Tokyo Top 10, I'm still working on it. It's just a shell right now. Tokyo Top 10, so oops, that's not gonna work. .com. Yeah, so you, Johnny. Tokyo Top 10 is the other one. So I'm hoping that, I can build these things up slowly. I mean, englishmenus.net was actually another website before, which was eatanythingjapan.com, and that it started to get a little traction, but the other side of it, to get the restaurants to get involved, to pay for a better listing, it's a listing directory. It was the software we were using was a pain in the butt, and then I wound up snagging englishmenus.net, and we decided to basically move everything from eatanythingjapan.com over to englishmenus.net, and that we're building up. And so once a week I work on that with my business partner. You only understand 40% of the time. I believe so. I was going to say 38, but 40, I'll give you that. I was going to say that. I think I'll stop this at an hour. I'm curious to know exactly how much data this uses, because all these other streamers are using like Johnny, I don't know if you know what these live streamers, they use, I mean, they go out there for 4 and 5 hours at a time, which they're paying for. They have a little Wi-Fi hotspot. They have from like SoftBank, they'll have a Docomo one, they'll have an AU one, they'll have whatever. They'll have like 3 remote modems like that. Then they'll have a router, an actual like portable router they can use. They'll have a huge battery, and then they have a thing called an encoder, and this encoder attaches everything together. If my live streams start to pick up, I'll get one of those encoders, and then I'll consider doing the other stuff after. But just for simplicity's sake, right now I want to test it like this. So 2500 kbps is what I've been ranking at 30 frames a second here. So that's probably a chunk of data for an hour. 50 gig a month? That's not bad, actually. I had a 50 gig a month plan that I was on before, but I'm on 20 right now, and I barely use it. Like, I mean, I'm always at home all the time now, so if he's using 50 for his live streams, how many does he do a month? So he does like, what, 3 a month maybe, live streams? He's done 2 in the last couple of weeks. And then he did the one in New York. I don't know how he did that, managed that one. So Johnny, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? 50 gigs for 5 hours, so 1 hour would be about 10 gigs. All right, Johnny, I guess we're going to be limited to about an hour next week. Let me see if I can get up to... You said, Hawaiian, you said the super chat is after 400 minutes of live hours. Which one was it? Yeah, 50 gigs. That's not so bad, because in Japan they actually have some good data plans. I was with SoftBank, and my phone cost me about 4,000 a month, and my data plan, which was 50 gigs at the time, was about 8,000. So I was paying about 120 bucks a month, and it was just for data. And I only used that when I used to I used that mainly because when I would go and I would sit at the park like this, and I'd have a cigar for about an hour and a half, I'd sit here and watch Netflix and surf the internet. But so watching Netflix, I wanted to make sure I had enough data for watching movies or TV shows or whatever at the time. But I realized, what a waste of time. So yeah, I'll have to see how much data I used. 40 hours or 500 minutes. I forgot VJ had to do it. Yeah, so yeah, I'll Google it later. I'll figure that out. Because, you know, Google says on their thing, like, to see if you're qualified to go live. It was really weird because I looked a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, and I wasn't able to go live. It wasn't even there. It wasn't even an option. And so I researched how to go live without 1,000 subscribers, and I found that YouTube does allow it to go live, but you have to go through a third-party app, and they will allow you to go. And they said super chats are available. I didn't know what restrictions there were for super chat, but and then so I tried this Prism thing, and it went right on YouTube with no problem. Yeah, VJ's streaming at 1440, and this time this stream here is only 720, so, and I'm in portrait mode, so it's almost like a short, a very, 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 very long short. So I don't know if you know about the shorts versus regular videos on YouTube. Did you know that when people watch shorts, they are never suggested to go to that short creator's channel? YouTube separates them. They're completely separate. They're not connected, in the sense that suggested videos that come up when you're watching shorts are only going to be shorts. They're not going to suggest a regular channel. And I was watching this some con meeting, streamers con, vlog con, or whatever, and the guy was talking to Mr. Beast. He's a beast. He really is Mr. Beast. He's got a really good name. That guy is really awesome. And but they were saying that the shorts don't, of course the shorts time doesn't count either towards your watch time on the channel. Yeah, the shorts time doesn't count towards that, but it was saying there was, the algorithm doesn't forward the suggested videos, and I was like, yeah, shorts are just small ads, you know. So that's what I was thinking with the Tokyo Top 10. You see, all I did was I thought, you know, it'd be really cool if somebody could just go to Tokyo Top 10 and say, okay, I'm in Shibuya. What can I do when I'm in Shibuya? And that's what my shorts do. All they do is they give you 10 things to look at in Shibuya, suggestions. And there's a little picture, a little music, a little voiceover. That's it. That's the shorts. Then I was going to take the shorts, like for Shibuya, and take those top 10 and expand them into going into a little more detail with a voiceover. The voiceover I'm using on Tokyo Top 10 YouTube channel is actually Amazon AI voiceover, which is free for up to 1 million words. I don't think I'll hit 1 million words. It's pretty cool. So, and then I use InVideo, and I create quick little short videos. Just get a picture of the top 10 places, search on Google, search on Yelp, search on other places. That might work, Johnny. That might work. Hop on the train, live stream from the train. I'm worried about like the Wi-Fi and the connection and whatnot. We lose, you know, moving around too much, you lose data. The perfect thing would be if we find some place that has good, hey, that's a pretty good idea, Hawaiian. That's a pretty good idea. I could do that. Make the long one and then put in the short. I'll send you a little piece of what I did with, because one of the shorts I did first was Roppongi, and I made a quick little animated video that talks about where Roppongi gets its name. Ro is for 6, roku. Pong is like how you do counting in Japan. So Roppong is 6 tube-shaped things. Okay, so and then gi is the word for tree, which is ki, which is ki. But because in Japan, when there are any other letters before the word K in a Japanese word, that letter changes to a G. They do that with some of their letters. That's why Japanese is so hard to learn. But so Roppongi actually means 6 trees, and there were 6 Zelkova trees that were in Shinjuku a long time ago. 3 of them were just chopped down and destroyed, and the other 3 were destroyed during World War II. So there's no more Roppongi, but the place is still there. Also, it was everybody's favorite. It was kind of like a big hangout for all the underworld, the Tokyo underworld. And I don't know if you guys, did you get to see Tokyo Vice? Did you see Tokyo Vice? Did you watch that? No, Tokyo Vice, it was on HBO Max, I think it was, in the States. Over here it was on WoW. Yeah, well, the reporter, Jake Adelstein, he's a friend of mine from a mutual friend. So I talk to him sometimes on Twitter about things, because when I first came to Japan, I read that book, Tokyo Vice, and I thought it was really good. And then I had one of the teachers at the school where I worked. Yeah, we will. Yeah, Johnny, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna turn this off in a second, anyways. So, Jake Adelstein, one of the teachers I worked with, when she came to Japan, she wanted to try to do something in Tokyo. See you, Johnny. Have a good one. She was friends with him, and he was part of the Japan Press Club and whatnot. So she became friends with him, and he helped her get in front of the Japanese press club with her ideas about, she wanted to create like some man-made onsens, which are like the hot bath, the steam baths, which are popular in Japan. She wanted to create some of those for within the city, and most people didn't want to go for that, so that idea didn't go very well. But she met him, and she was friends with him, and so I kind of met him through her. And every once in a while, you know, I chit chat with him on Twitter. He says some pretty cool things, but me and him don't see eye to eye politically. It's kind of funny. All right, Hawaiian, I think I'm gonna call it a night. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, chit-chatting with me. And maybe somebody can get some decent information. Maybe I shared something that was pretty cool about Japan while we were talking. You know, learning a little bit about YouTube and other things. And if anyone else watches this or sees this later, then, you know, if you have, I'm going to go live with my friend Johnny that was just here. And next week, we're going to go live somewhere in Tokyo. We're not sure yet, but we're going to go live and hang out, see maybe if we can talk to a few people and see what happens there, you know? Maybe it'll be pretty cool. So if nothing else, let's see, what about this? If nothing else, let me put one of these here, Hawaiian. Yes, please do that if you get the chance to see that. I think I put one in early in the other videos. Yeah, leave a like. Subscribers, leave a like. That's pretty cool. All right, bud. Well, you have a good day. And if you have any suggestions about a good place, let me know. That'll be pretty cool. So, talk at you later, bro. Goodbye, everyone. Peace out. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's what everyone says, right? Just got to be like the pack. Night. Cheers.